Barakatuh. It's nice to be back again.
It's lovely to have you. Welcome to our sofas once again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Last time you were talking about preparing for Ramadan, of course, and today we're going to be discussing something slightly different. Something that we don't often talk about, actually. We often disagree.
Which is normal.
Which is normal, okay.
It's normal.
But we don't.
It now depends on how you manage that disagreement. Let me start by telling you a story. Sometime in a particular part of the world, there was a very intense war between some Muslims and non-Muslims. An interfaith organization decided to settle the rift and invited the two groups. He asked the Muslims to write what they like about the non-Muslims. And he asked the non-Muslims to write what they like about Islam, believing that once they know what they like about each other, they will settle the crisis. You'll be amazed. The first thing that the non-Muslim wrote about Islam is that we are united. They were asked to stop and shit. He said, a Muslim will leave his house. On his way, if he hears adhan, we enter the mosque without asking for the tribe, without asking for the race, without understanding their language. Once they want to say salat, and that is very rare in every other religion. Admittedly, we have disagreements, but you need to know that all the fundamentals, the scholars agree on them. We only disagree on minor issues. The fundamentals that surround Ibadah, the fundamentals that surround Aqidah, the fundamentals that surround Muamalat. When I say Ibadah, all the fundamental things about Ibadah, Salat, five times daily, Zakat, Ramadan, Hajj. No scholar will ask you to fast the month of Ramadan in the month of Zulhijjah. Nobody will ask you to observe 5 rakats for Zuhri instead of Asri. Nobody will say, oh, for Hajj, you want to perform your Hajj, go in Muharram. All the fundamentals, we agree on them. And they only disagree on minor issues. Where do you put your hand? And in the course of the program, I will tell you why they have that disagreement too. Number 2, all the scholars that have disagreement, none of them will claim that is superior to another. None of them claims to be invaluable. Imam Safi will tell you, after giving you his opinion on issue, that I believe I'm right, with the probability that I'm wrong. And I might be wrong, with the probability that you are right. May Allah let me see the truth through you. That shows the humility. Number 3, all of them agree to the basic Quran and Sunnah. They disagree only when Quran and Sunnah are silent on issues. And they have to use their own ijtihad, juristic reasoning. For example, Quran and Sunnah, they are silent on organ transplant. They are silent on blood transfusion. They are silent on cloning. They are silent on smoking cigarettes. They are silent on praying inside the aeroplane. Scholars will now say, since we can't get this one into Quran, let's use our reasoning ability to deduce, and they call that usul al-fiqh. Having valid disagreement is one of the strengths of Islam, because it gives us universality, it gives us flexibility. Prophet Muhammad reportedly said, he said, Rahmatul Ummah, fi ikhtilafil al-himma. He said, the blessing of my ummah lies in their disagreement. One day, all of us are familiar with the story of Banu Qurayza. Prophet told the companion that La tusallu salat al-asri illa fi Bani Qurayza. Don't observe your salat al-asri until you reach Bani Qurayza. The companion started the journey. By evening, before they go to Bani Qurayza, it was time for asri, and they had not reached the destination. Some of them said, Quran says, in a salata, kanat al-mu'minina kitaban mawquta, that prayer has been prescribed for you at the appropriate time. They said, we are going to observe our salat here. Other groups said, no. Prophet said, salata al-asri illa fi Bani Qurayza. That the instruction of the prophet is that we should not observe salat asri. He didn't observe salat asri. Some took the instruction literally. Some took it metaphorically. They did what they wanted to do. When they go back to the prophet said, both of you are right. My intention is that you should get to Bani Qurayza very early. That is why when you pick an hadith, you need to know the prophetic intent. You know what the prophet means Who was he addressing? In what circumstances was he talking? Was he talking to a particular person? Is it a general statement? Is it when somebody asked the prophet, can I kiss my wife in the afternoon of fasting? Prophet said no. Another person came, can I kiss my wife in the afternoon of fasting? Prophet said yes. Companion said, the other one that came, he said no. The other one that came, he said, the other one was old.
Yeah.
And the second one was
young.
Yeah.
When Quran and Sunnah are silent on issues, the scholars will use their own opinion to judge.
So, Sheikh, I wanted to just, thank you for enlightening us on the historical aspect of the ethics of disagreement with the scholars of the past and so on. But we're coming into Ramadan, and I think it's very good for people here in the UK and anyone who's watching on international.
Before we
Especially in the period of fasting.
disagree at all, we should ask ourselves some fundamental questions. Is it worth the argument?
Yes.
First of all, ask yourself, is it worth the argument? Number two, can I sacrifice the brotherhood of Islam for this argument? Number three, the person I'm arguing with, he may be right and I'm wrong. And if you argue with me and you beat me in an argument, I will not want to discuss with you again. You win the argument and you lose the friendship.
Yeah,
I said the other time that there is bound to be disagreement in every profession. The professionals disagree. But in our own case, we agree to disagree agreeably.
Right. Of course.
We agree to disagree agreeably.
Yeah.
We don't allow anything to dismantle this brotherhood. Yeah. Every time when Ramadan comes, there will be two schools of thought. Those who support scientific way of checking the moon. Those who say, no, we want to eat sumo liruyati, waftiru liruyati, fast when you see the moon and break the fast. Some say, no, we are not following sciences. Let's go. And it will be giving us some of their opinion. And I said, once the Quran and Sunnah is silent on issue, you can use your ijtihad if you are qualified to use the ijtihad. If you are not everybody is qualified to use it. What is ijtihad? Application of Quran and Sunnah to solve contemporary issues. Not everybody is qualified. You need to be a doctor to argue with a doctor. If your doctor say take paracetamol 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, you can say, oh, I've never heard anybody that say you have to go and see second opinion.
Yeah.
Some will say, once we follow science, when the prophet says, my humour are illiterate. The other school of thought will say, no, he was saying that because of that time. Are we still illiterate?
No.
Some will say, no, you have to follow the tradition. And you don't argue, because they are Muslim. And they are, these certain issues, I said earlier on, that the fundamentals, we agree on them.
Yeah.
Now, some will say, no, if you say we should not follow sciences, what about the aircraft that we use on Hajj?
Exactly.
What about the timer that we use for our salat? What about the compass that we use to determine the Qibla? And that's why we have minor, but none of them will say, don't fast in the month of Ramadan. If you have issues like that, you have 10 options.
Yeah.
Number one option is to go with the best opinion.
Yeah.
How will you know the best opinion? You can only know the best opinion if you know what we call usul al-fiqh. The man that's giving us this fatwa, that he has to follow this. What are the tools that he has used? If Quran is silent, Hadith is silent, Hadith Mutawatir is silent, Hadith is silent, you can use Ijma, you can use Qiyas, you can use Ahmad al-Madina, you can use Shari Man Qablana, you can use Sadi Daraya, you can use Istisab, you can use Maslaha.
A lot of things, Sheikh.
A lot of tools, but you must have realized that that thing is not available in Quran and Sunnah. And Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, if my Ummah, if they use their reasoning on any issue, if they get it right, they are getting 2 rewards. If they are not getting it right, they are getting 1 reward.
Yeah.
Sheikh, we've not got much time left, but I do have a question for you about everything that you're saying now, even though we're talking about the ethics of disagreement within Islam. I'm also thinking, you know, when you have a disagreement amongst friends or within family, these are some of the similar things or tools that could be used. We've got about a minute left, so give us some examples of how we can use what you've said in our everyday, daily lives when we come across disagreements.
The first thing I said, the first question you ask yourself, can I lose the friendship and win the argument? The fact you are seeing things in a different way does not mean that you are right. Imam Safi said, I believe that I'm right, with the possibility that you are wrong. And I believe I'm wrong, with the possibility that you are right. But if you are saying, if you are not discussing the issue, you are discussing the person, that will cause problem with you.
Yeah.
The person who has read, I said, because of the silence of the Quran and text. Number two, because of the environment you are staying, you may not know that there's another thing elsewhere. And in Islam, al-adatu li-mu'akkama, culture is part of law. A particular lecturer came to Nigeria some time ago, and somebody asked him, can I prostrate to my parents to greet them? You know, it's only Allah that you prostrate to. The man said, where I come from, I don't know what you mean by prostration. Somebody will come and demonstrate it. That is why it's dangerous for you to consult scholars on internet.
Yeah.
Because you don't know the environment in which that person is operating. You don't know the kind of school of thought he's following. But if you see one of the ways you get out of agreement is follow your local scholars. Because he knows your environment. If I come to I'll come to London now, and I say you must break your fast at 6 o'clock, because you break at 6 o'clock in Nigeria, you must do this, you must do that. Not considering your environment. I'm doing a great effort to Islam. Remember Maliki, when he was alive, anytime a question was taken to him, he would say, let me get to your country first.
Wow, so he actually put it contextually.
Because
unfortunately, Sheikh, we don't have much time left. I know you could go on, and actually, I believe that you need to come back and have the whole hour to yourself, inshallah. You know, there's so much knowledge, and we're gaining so much, but we do have to move on with the show, unfortunately. But thank you so much for being here.
I thank Islam Channel for giving Nasrullah Elifati NASFAT another opportunity to come and hear our view. We have been together for some time, and I pray to Almighty Allah to continue to increase His blessing on this station. May Allah continue to be with all of us. Allah mubaligina Ramadan. May Allah spare our life and let us reach Ramadan.
Inshallah, we shall. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure to be sat here listening to you. We could just carry on. But we have got another surprise for you, actually. We have a very special performance by a young up-and-coming nasheed artist, and he's here just for you. So please welcome to Living the Life, Yasser Uddin.